All right, are you there?
I am here,
I got to get us
but
a
I
intro
don't see.
song.
Yeah, I don't see anything on. Okay. Hello, Mama Coop. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, reasonably good today. I was waiting for the talk with the wizard.
Yeah, hello, wizard, wizard, wizard. Hi, Wendy.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't hear you.
You don't hear me now?
Ah, now I hear you again. That's
Okay,
good. So
okay.
yeah. And how was your day? What did you do special?
Well, I had to get ready to prep for orientation. I've got 10 coming in for orientation tomorrow, so I had to get ready for that. So that is going to be challenging tomorrow. So I'm going to be late getting home tomorrow. So, and then when I got home from work, I cleaned my bedroom. I had to go in there and vacuum the floor and change the bedding and do all that honkety honk honk stuff.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I have two children. I have to make their beds up. Still, they're 19 and 14 almost, and daddy still does it.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
it's because I always done it. My wife, ex-wife, went to work, and I was a stay-at-home dad
Uh huh.
because I was on disability. So yeah, but she never came home and had to cook or something. Everything was done. I was like a stay-at-home mom.
Well, that's good. I can honestly say that's the way it's been since I've been with Coop. He took care of the kids, and
Yeah,
then when we moved to Florida, it's just been him and I when his mom passed away, and then I've never honestly cooked unless I wanted to. He's always had a meal ready, or we just ran up and got something if something's happened and didn't have
yeah.
something thawed out because whatever. But like tonight, I ran over um, cleaning the bedroom and stuff, and he's been messing around on the computer, and I was like, hey, I know you really don't want to cook, and let's just run up to Burger King. I've been craving a burger, so we just ran up there real
Oh,
quick.
oh, Burger King. That's a long time for me. We have those too in Belgium.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, 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 yeah. There is one in the city of Leuven, and then if you go, I live close to the exit of a highway. So if I
Uh-huh.
drive onto the highway and I go to the city of Leuven, on the highway itself is a big pump station thing with a hotel, and there is a Burger King there also on both sides of the highway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I like
That's
Burger King a lot more than McDonald's.
of course.
That's also a thing in Belgium, McDonald's. But we have a third one that's called the same as Burger King and McDonald's is quick. And the only changes in the sauce in the main burgers.
Oh.
Like the Big Whopper. You have the Big Whopper. In which one is that? Is that Burger King or McDonald's? Burger King. And then you have the Big Mac in
Big Mac.
yeah
McDonald's.
in McDonald's, and in the quick it's called a giant, and it's a giant hamburger with two pieces of meat instead of one, and all the toppings. But the sauce is yeah, it's one of the I like that one the most of the three, but the meat is thinner.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Uh,
Georgie.
oh, oh. Hey Georgie, we will talk about waffles in another episode, maybe. She has something with waffles. I don't know. She likes Belgian waffles. She likes to. eat them, I think, like crazy.
I love Belgian waffles with whipped cream and strawberries.
Yeah, that is the Brussels waffle. It's a thicker one. Brussels waffles.
Hi, Paul. Yeah, I like the. I'm gonna have to try the new sauce they got out at McDonald's. They got. Yeah, I probably won't be able to eat it, but it's called. It's for the Minecraft.
Oh yeah, it's not out yet in Belgium, I think. My little boy wants the Minecraft stuff, and yeah, but John Naylor would see if he
Uh
could
huh.
help me out with some stuff like that.
Yeah, Larry. I mean, not Larry. Um, m- I was saying hi to Larry. Hi, Forever Huff Living. Hi, Larry. Um, they Mercedes. I was talking to her on Coop and Georgie's show this morning. She was saying that she's been on for 10 years doing it, so she was wanting me to jump on and watch and do some of that stuff. So I've been
Yeah, yeah,
kind
yeah.
of, you know, I don't know if you want to say thinking about it, but
I
I've
don't
been
play
on there
it,
watching with Coop, and
but
I've
not.
got Steam already downloaded. So I heard Coop say that you can get into it, but I'm not really for sure how it can go about. You know what I don't
You
know if you know what
start
I mean.
small. You go into a single player where you're alone, and you build your house.
Uh
You
huh.
look for how do I do recipes, what do I have
Uh huh.
to build all that stuff. My boy is an expert at it. He plays since he was a little, and thanks to Minecraft, his math at school for having a three-dimensional view of shapes, cubes, especially, he knew when the teacher showed him a big block and she took a piece out, he knew directly where it came from without looking at the backside where it was missing.
Right.
And that's, yeah, that was a nice thing to see on his, that the teacher even told me, let him play it because he had, my children has dyslexia and dyscalculia. You know those two words?
Yeah.
Dyslexia. But I have dyslexia, so my writing is worse even in English than in Dutch, but in Dutch it's also I have to check. My
Uh
reading
huh.
is not a problem, my speaking not, and then calculating. I can calculate from my head, but my boy also has problem with calculating. My daughter had that, and look at her now. She goes gonna go to university, and she was always the first in her class, the best student.
Oh
But
wow.
yeah, but for 2 years we had an additional teacher. In Belgium, they have we have on Wednesday. It's only half a day of school. It's from 8:30 to 12 o'clock.
Oh, for
But
sure.
because she had problems, we had a private teacher every Wednesday afternoon for 3 hours. It was costly, but that helped her. Okay,
Huh.
she had to play less, but we gave her playtime in between, a lesson of 1 hour and a half. Go play 15 minutes. The teacher that came at home drank a coffee, talked to us, then the lesson continued, and it helped.
That's good though.
Hey,
That's really
Larry, thanks. I'm looking at the chat because I'm talking and I'm looking at the screen instead of looking at the
good.
chat. I'm not used, and there is a chat next to me, my picture also. I forgot that.
Hi, Redneck.
Hey, Redneck.
Hi, Miss Matt
Yeah,
Menace.
Dennis the Menace. He's gone viral with his music YouTube. Uh,
Yeah, he has. He's went viral. We might as well call
yeah,
him a celebrity.
yeah. But I was there with one of the first, so I don't call him a celebrity. I call him a friend.
He's a celebrity.
Don't say that because otherwise his neck gonna swell up. In Belgium, that we call that een dikke nek, a fat neck. It's somebody that's gonna go live
Get a big.
beyond his. So, but you had to clean the house, go do
Yeah,
that, and you fed the chickens, I suppose, or is that Mr. Coop shop?
well, I got home about the time him and Georgie were getting off. So, by the time him and Georgie got off, he basically opened my car door for me, and then
What a
we got the
gentleman.
eggs. We got the eggs together, and then I came in and did the bedroom, and then did that stuff. So then he's been working on his computer. Then we went and got something to eat, and then here I am. I washed 2 loads of laundry. So
I'm washing two, one load now. Yeah, I do the same things as a housewife, except this morning I waked up knocking on my door and the doorbell went and I went, what's the problem? I'm here to come and get you to go to the clinic. You have an appointment, huh? And I was, oh, I forgot that. I had the scanner today.
oh man,
But
uh,
yeah, and it's the one where you give you coloring in your veins with
oh yeah, yeah.
radioactive stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's if I get one of those, you have to count 3 hours because
Oh wow,
the preparation is they weigh you, they test your sugar level even. They ask you questions about having an operation, drinking a white paste for your colon, but I didn't have
right.
that. Then they give you an intravene, a needle in your arm. You have to drink a cup with coloring in it, but it's like water. It tastes a little bit bitter. Then they
Oh,
put you on a bed in a
uh
room
huh.
with six other people. It's all people waiting. You don't have to take your clothes off of nothing. Yeah, they ask you, do you want a blanket? You have to lay there, and they come with the radioactive stuff, and it's in a special lead protected. Yeah, I don't know how to tell it. It's like a fishing rod with a wheel on it.
Does it make you all warm? The drink?
No, no, there is. Wait, my story is not done. Wait for the wizard to tell you. I'm talking about potions and magic now. No, no, but then they come with the radioactive stuff and they
Uh huh.
disconnect the intravene. So you have a little syringe in your hand with a tube in your arm. You go lay on the bed, and there is a cross section on there they can open, and then they pump in with the wheel the radioactive stuff, and then you have to lay still for half an hour, no moving. So
Hi.
once that's done, you can stand up, go sit in another room, and you have to drink another two big cups of that coloring.
Hi, Tiny. How are you, baby?
Hey, Tiny. So yeah, and then you go under the scanner. You have to take everything that's metal off. I have to,
So that means you have to take your head off.
yeah, my necklace from my mom and yeah, my teeth. I have to pull my teeth out. That
No,
cannot
I
go on
said
the
you got to
scanner.
take your head off.
Also, but no, they know that there is an. I once had a hole in my head, but I think
you
it's closed with a sort of resin plastic. I don't
you
know.
didn't get it.
So and then you go in the scanner, and they have like a big sticker in there with a drawing, a Japanese puzzle on it, and you have to look for figures in it. I found goldfish, but the Japanese one with the big tails. I
Oh, you're
found
talking about koi fish.
yeah, koi, but
Koi.
goldfish, but no, no, it's not a koi. It's more Japanese design of a goldfish, like the
Yeah,
ones you
them are
have
kois.
with
Yeah, they're
with the
called
bigger.
kois.
Yeah, bigger. Yeah, I know. Japanese goldfish is called the koi. I had the koi, but it doesn't look as nice as that one.
Oh.
And then there are cupcakes in the drawings. There are bubbles in the drawings. So I was thinking because I'm a mod somewhere else. Oh, I see bubbles in there. And then so the tube is connected. You have to let loose of the syringe, and they have a little sort of coloring there that they
Were
pump
you
into you.
smoking something?
No, that's in there.
No.
Yeah, I cannot take pictures in there, but yeah, the smoking comes now, and then while they're moving, you're moving under the scanner because they test first. You go once up, once down, without that the scanner really works, and then they
Uh-huh.
pump the coloring in, and there is where the warmth comes. Yeah, it's a reaction most humans have. Not all humans have it. That in
Uh-huh.
certain places of your body, it's gonna feel really warm, like somebody suddenly put a blowtorch somewhere. The first
Yeah,
place
that's
I
what
have
I
it
thought.
is in my neck behind my ears. There I feel the first warmth. The second warmth is can I explain this without going? You know, Ganda,
It's downstairs?
yeah, at the exit. It starts
Oh, yeah.
there and it opens up to all the downstairs area there, but it glows. Huh? It only takes 2 minutes and then it's gone. But you
Uh-huh.
feel nausea at the same time. They explain that before you go in, and I'm always there, ma'am. This is the 100th time of 200th time that I go under the scanner. I know it already. I expect I expect the warmth. I love the warmth. So, and then I came home and I immediately had to mod for a good friend of mine, Mr. Coop. And then I had a little bit time off. What I was cooking, and I burnt my French fries while I was talking in
Oh,
Discord. So I throw them out and bake new ones. There were like sticks. If I throw them at you, I could kill you with it.
you could kill your french fry kill me with your french fries?
Yeah, pointy and very hard. So,
Oh.
but do you enjoy a good breakfast in the morning, or do you fast eat, go to work?
No, I don't eat and go to work. I usually just grab like a flavor mix to go in my water if I don't grab an iced coffee on the way to work. But 10 times out of 1 I just grab a flavor mix to go in my water and just out the door to put my pills down my throat.
Hmm, yeah. No, in when we were all together, then we had breakfast at the morning. But now it's my
Mhm.
children get up, they eat. I make the sandwiches, huh? Still their food for school to take with them. She's 19, huh? My daughter, she can do it herself, but no, daddy does it. And then it's, daddy, can you make an extra one for the morning? Yeah, okay. But normally we would have, how is it called? Coffee cooker, coffee
Mhm.
cake, bread in the morning.
Hmm.
Uh, Wait, let me. How do I do this? No, it is the other one. I'm still getting used on the restream stuff here, and I keep pushing the wrong.
Are you wanting to share?
Yeah, I want to just share a picture. Extra camera, share, screen share, presentations. I can do screen share, no?
I don't know.
It's a,
I
it's
haven't
a,
done it
it's a nice picture. It's nothing special.
yet. It better not be.
Oh, it's not big. I can enlarge it. Yeah, it's not so sharp, but I think I can do that. Go to you again. Close this one. Share. I can see. Yeah, now I know how to do it. There you go. Can you see it?
Got it.
That's a Brussels waffle.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah. That's a nice one.
Now that
Hopla.
looks delicious.
Then we got where do I close that window? Cannot close. Where will all my pictures go? Ah, here. Belgium bread. And we have a lot of them, huh? Here you have to see if you can go to a bakery, not a
Uh-huh.
large how it's called shop, but bakery alone. There you go. All kinds of bread we got with
You don't have
different.
anything up there.
I'm here now, yeah. Dale
You don't
Venster.
have no pictures up there.
Wait, I'm gonna look what I'm doing wrong. Where am
You,
I?
you have just add media source.
Maybe it's the kind of picture. I don't know. I will take another. I've worked on this and I have extra pictures. Maybe it's this one. I don't know. Depending on if it's a JPEG or something else, I can. Otherwise, I
Right.
get problems. Now it should. Hey, it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve.
Oh, for sure. For sure. For
Do you
sure. For
see
sure.
it now? Do we see it now?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, wait,
No.
wait, wait. I got it.
Yeah. Yeah. It comes at the side. Now I see it, and then we have to put it
There
in.
we go. There we go. There we
Okay.
go.
That's a bakery from here.
Ooh, looky there.
Yeah, with all kinds of. You have dark
So
white.
you
The most sold bread is the white one.
so you go in
Just
there and you pick the loaf you want.
yeah, they take
And
it.
it's
No, no, it's behind the counter. They get it for you. They cut it for you, and you get it in a sack. Or you can say, no, I want it not cut, and you take it with you like that in a paper bag.
oh, so it's freshly baked that day.
Yeah, every day. If you go to a baker, you have it's baked because I worked in a bakery. I have a history of doing all kinds of stuff. I had a girlfriend, and her daddy was a baker, and he told me, "Do you want a weekend job while you go to school?" And I told him, "Yeah." And that
Yeah.
that was in a bakery. So I learned first to clean the plates where the cookies are baked on, and then put butter in the where the bread goes in. The certain breads are baked like that on the plank. Other ones are
Right.
put in a metal container, like the square ones.
Uh-huh. So
So yeah,
do
ask.
they do muffins and all of that as well?
Oh, that was my next one. Uh, Here is a file. So we have at morning we have cookies, coffee cooker,
Cookie cooker.
coffee
Coffee cooker.
cooks. It's like
Like
yeah,
donuts.
yeah, donut, but better than a donut.
Oh, okay.
uh, still have to learn to
Hi,
see what.
Erica. Ooh, them look
Yeah,
delicious.
you have croissants, you have
Croissant,
eclairs.
eclairs.
An eclair is a long one with the chocolate and there's pudding inside.
Oh, that's just like ours. Yeah.
Yeah, then you have butter cooker with chocolate. It's a
Uh
butter
huh.
next to the croissant with two pieces of chocolate in it. It's like a croissant, the same dough, but they put black chocolate in it.
Hmm.
And that is also eaten at the morning with the bread.
And how do you say so skinny?
We work out better. I don't know. We don't eat that much. We eat one cookie and two pieces of bread, not the piece of meat you, Mr. Cook, and you baked yesterday. That's for
Uh
two
huh.
families.
Yeah, I only ate like maybe one and a half,
That's big
like
portions.
and
Like
a half
I
rib.
told. Yeah, like I told you, McDonald's and everything. Here, if you come to Belgium, you're gonna be disappointed. But if you take the big menu, it's a small portion for you. Huh?
Uh-huh.
It's not as big as in the US, the portions. Everything is smaller.
Oh,
That's why
wow.
we stay healthier.
Right.
So yeah, that's okay. Do we have more? I had a close up. Yeah. Here, wait. That's a good one. I have to look. I don't have to go to there. I have to stay in here and then I didn't put it up. Where is it? Oh, I still have to click on it. Okay, okay. Now we know. And enlarge it a bit. Okay, there we go. Now share it in the right tab. There we go. Share. That is a breakfast.
Oh, nice. Now that's something you would eat in the morning.
Yeah, if you have the money to go to the bakery and buy, yeah, that is a breakfast. Or you can also put that on the table if friends come by during the day.
Oh,
In the
nice.
afternoon, let's say they come by, you have already had dinner at noon. You can do
Uh-huh.
that in the afternoon for somebody like mama comes or sister comes with her children. You put something like that on the table.
And they can nibble on it.
Yeah, and you
Oh,
talk.
nice.
So, because today I had a problem with you told me, oh, says 6 p.m. we're gonna try to live stream. PM is not AM and PM is not a thing in Belgium and not in most Belgium European countries. That's something
Right.
that is used in the US. We use military time, the 24-hour clock.
Right.
So there we go. You can put us back into the big screen or how you do it. I cannot control that. I think that's your side.
I don't know how to do this.
Yeah, there must be some. Yeah, there you go. Now you're a big rooster.
Now I'm big.
Yeah,
Oh boy. Oh, here we go.
I have no problems with you being the bigger one. You're a lady.
There we go. We're fixed.
But the first thing you told me, I found that very how charming. Mr. Coop opened my car door.
He does that a lot though.
Well, that is a sign he's a gentleman. A lot of men
Exactly.
forget that. They
Yeah,
don't
he does
be
that a lot though.
gentlemen it's not a gentleman thing, but I like to if I like somebody, friendship, huh? I send
Uh-huh.
them a picture of a flower in the morning, in my morning time. Huh?
Right.
So if you go and open, if I have a chat with you and you see, oh, he sent me something. It could be a picture of a flower. It means,
Right.
hey, have a good day. Here you go, something to start your day with. Oh, Georgie's gonna have her wallpaper and her fixture on Wednesday. Diabetes on the screen. I know it's a lot of sugar, but it's so. Then you have to eat that and fasten for the rest. Don't eat sugary things for the rest. If you want a big Belgian cookie, well, I say cookie. Here it's a cook. The
So
cook.
you so
Go
when
ahead.
we so when you were watching us drive the other day to go get chicken food,
Yeah, I have
you
still a
said
problem with Mr. Coop, but I will address that later.
you said that our headlights,
No, the traffic lights.
yeah, the traffic lights
Yeah,
were on the wrong side.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Were they
Give me a second. I will. You see, I'm a wizard. I wizard everything on the screen, and
You're
then
a
it's
wizard. That's the reason I'm asking the question.
uh, here we go. Then I have to go back to there. Can you see that?
Yes, I'm pulling it up.
Do you see the cars are stopped here in front of the white line, and the red lights are above the car, not on the other side of the crossing. They are here above your car and on the side.
Oh,
What I,
okay. Yeah, yeah.
and that is because they see the front ones have seen that, but the cars coming from the distance now can
Uh-huh.
see, oh, it's green, I can still give gas, or oh, it's orange, I have to slow down. Instead, if it's on the other side of the, let's say, where like you have it, and
Uh-huh.
there is a big truck there, and I come from afar, maybe I don't see the light so good.
Right.
You know what I mean? Wait,
I get you.
here is another one. A close up from the sides, I think. Yeah. Yeah, there are little pictures, but you're gonna see what I mean. Here you go. Here we go. Sharing screen. Here we go. Share. Go to there. And then it's Mama job to put. See, here is the crossing.
Oh, yeah.
You have a stop that is for bicycles.
Uh-huh.
That's a light for a bicycle. If it gets green, he can drive. And then you have the white line where the car has, because they're gonna have green now. That is why the car is on the crossing. But the lights are above where you stop, not on the other side of the. You see, this one is moving. Here is the white line where my pointer is at, and then here are the lights to go left, right, all that stuff. They're not on the other side of the crossing.
Ah. Hi, Zohan. I see now. That is cool. See, we
Just
have
ask Mama
cross.
about temper. I can't stand stupidity. There you're right, Mr. Coop. I cannot
Yeah, he's
believe.
got a temper.
Yeah,
But it's not as bad as what it used to be.
yeah. That's everybody has his thing. You cannot discuss. Yeah. Do I say that in proper English? He's a kind. You can have a temper and still be kind-hearted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that's the last one I prepared. There we go. There we go.
Wow,
You
the
see,
wizard came prepared for the lesson.
yeah, you see the red thing is bicycle crossing,
Uh-huh.
and the red light is you stop at the white line, and the red light is in front here in front of you and above you, not on the other side of the crossing. That's the light for they're turned. You can see no green, red, or orange there. It's only on your side. And here
Ah.
you decide I go left, I go right, or I go in front of me.
Uh-huh.
So simple is it. And the triangle that is I have to give
That's a yield.
yeah, a yield. Basically that's what I want to say. Voorrang. It's called in and voorrang van rechts. Oh, I yield to the right side only.
Right.
Those coming from the right side. I don't have to yield for anybody coming from the left.
Right. So do you have like public transportation as in like a bus
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or
Yeah.
a
But
train, stuff like that there?
there is a lot of how you call it, not today we don't gonna work, we're gonna how you call that word in English if they don't work on a day, if they're mad and they have conditions to fulfill a strike, a lot of
Yes.
strikes with
Strikes.
trains and bus because they want to do the everything from buses and trains It's not privatized. It's all by the state, subsidizing private
Ah,
firms. And the
I
state want
see.
to give less and less money because, and there is a
Uh-huh.
reason for that, trains are never on time.
Uh-huh. That's for
So they
sure.
sanction them a little bit in that regard.
Mhm.
But I live, if I go across the road, 100 meters further, there is a little train station. The train goes to Leuven, the city where the kids go to school. And if they don't drive, they put in buses instead. They're obligated to get children to school. Only if they are also too late, then you get a paper. Well, my child couldn't go to school because there was no bus or no train. But I cannot, a train I can take. Yeah, but a bus, if it's full and I have to stand right and don't have a seat, I might,
Right.
with my balance, I may fall. Plus, if I have a seat, the absorption, it's like sitting in a truck. The absorption of the bus, if he drives over, it's more shocks in your body. And then I have pain, a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
pain if I take a
Oh
bus.
yeah. I was a truck driver, so
So
yeah, my
I
back
cannot do
it
that.
felt it
Hello?
for sure.
Yeah. And a bicycle, that I cannot drive anymore either. Like they did the operation for me. The
Yeah,
first
the
time
bicycle.
I had to do I had to do revalidation, and they have a bike to train on, training bike. And he told me, yeah, I
Mhm.
got to sit there. And I told him, no. Why?
Mm-mm.
I told him, no, I cannot sit on a saddle. The shape, it will hurt me. I
Oh
can
yeah,
lift
for
weight.
sure.
Just the only thing I did was exercises with rubber bands on my legs. You have to do step up, step down with rubber bands, so you have to put more force in the movement. I lifted weights with my legs. I can lift 100 kilos. What is that? 200 pounds with my legs. The
Uh-huh.
After my operation, when it was
Right.
still healing, I was doing that. I'm somebody that's good. And then I did a lot of exercise in I have so a setup pool, not in the ground, but you can set up a pool about 4 meters diameter and 1 meter a meter. Yeah. Now I have to, because we don't measure in meters. That's a difference also. You use inches and feet.
Hmm.
We don't use that. That comes from the English still. You know that, huh? In England, they also use feet and inches.
Right.
Here, it's meters and centimeters from the French. I think it
Meters
came.
and centimeters.
Yeah, 1 inch is 2 centimeters and a half,
Oh wow.
about something like that. So a thumb, they measure the length of your thumb. The average thumb was 2 centimeters and a half
Oh, I didn't
for
know
us.
that.
Yeah, that is where the word thumb comes from.
Huh.
Yeah, here you
Who would
go.
thunk?
And feet, that is, yeah, I don't know if it comes from. A meter is 39 inches. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, I'm busy here. I'm not gonna go open other pages to calculate and do stuff. Well, it's about 50 inches deep and about four times a meter in diameter. And there I did my exercises in. It's 16,000 liters. And now we go over liters, and you don't use liters, you use gallons, I think.
Right.
Paul, 1 liter, what is it in gallons? I think it's something about 4,390 gallons, my swimming pool. I can swim circles in it. I'm good at that. In the summer, it's nice. And I have a solar panel to warm it up a little bit.
Well, I know there's 4 pints in a gallon, so there has to be
Uh,
Let's see. There's 4 pints in a gallon. There's
it's
how many
1
liters is a pint?
liter is hoeveel gallon. 1 liter is hoeveel gallons? Oh, 1 liter is 0,264172052 gallons. Oh, I must be a wizard to go that far behind the comma. Okay, yeah. No, I want liters here, and I want gallons there. So now 16,000, almost 17,000 is 4,490,92 gallons. My swimming pool. I got it.
Huh.
But I let it fill with rainwater because otherwise I
Uh huh.
cannot pay because water is not cheap in Belgium. I don't know what I pay,
Are
but
you serious? Well, water is expensive there.
yeah, yeah. I pay about every 3 months. Uh, my last bill was 300 and something. 160 dollars. That's a prepay. Eh? I don't know if I use that much. If I pay too much, I get it back.
Uh
But I
huh.
pay around 130, 160 every 3 months. The euro is almost the same as the dollar.
Oh wow.
A dollar is a little bit less than a euro.
Oh wow.
And the first time my ex used the water from inside, the water that we have to pay for to fucking to fill the complete swimming pool. The day before my operation, between yeah, the tumor was open. It sprung open. It was a big one. It was as big as my fist. And the day before, so it hurt, it hurt, it hurt. And the day before my operation, I got in that swimming pool and cleaned it all out, hurting and nothing, because I wanted. They told me they didn't know if I could wake up or not, but that's why I wanted the kids to have a clean swimming pool.
Oh yeah, for sure. Clean swimming pool.
Yeah. So that was fun. But I have it located in the garden where is the most sun, the
Oh
most
yeah.
sunny. But sometimes I even have to put something up for shadow, otherwise you burn
Oh yeah. So
because it's yeah. My garden, my house, the front of my house is in the north, where never the sun is.
oh
So the rest
yeah.
of the garden has always sun. That's nice. But a lot of big trees hold back a little bit of the sun, like the how is it called, big willow.
Uh huh.
That it's more than 200 years old almost. It's a big one, and
Oh.
I love it when the branches reaches the soil, so you can hide in it, like in a Disney movie. I made a
Uh
little
huh.
bench under there for my mother. Now the new renter there, they cut it all short, all off. But it's for if you have a swimming pool and you don't have something to put over it when you don't use it, it starts shedding leaves very soon and very long,
Right.
and
So
everything. Yes, a little bit of math can help. Georgie, if you want to have something big, then you know the math to calculate how big it has to be in inches to centimeters. If you meet a Frenchman and he tells you, hey, I have 20 centimeters of steak meat, I don't know, then you can calculate that and say, yes, my dear, or no, leave it. Math is good for everything. You just have to know where to use it from. It's like Mr. Coop was telling me how to make the support for the camera, and he was talking about, yeah, these pipes are that many inches. I was first thinking at the Jeremy Hales stuff with the inch pipes, but then I got it, and I knew, because the games I play with the miniatures, strange enough, that's in inches.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you can move your miniature 3 inches. So I have special rulers with inches on it, to a plastic ruler. So my boy says, okay, I have all rulers with corners. So that's fun. I
Read
know,
Coop, read
but I'm
Coop's, read
yeah,
Coop's
yeah.
comment.
Mr. Coop, I'm misleading Mama Coop. She must think I'm nice. Don't give away the plan. Don't give it away. And
You're the most
look at my
deserving
picture, and it's above the clouds. I'm shiny above the clouds.
type. So,
But Mr. Coop, like you tell me, it looks like hot. I will forgive you. Oh, oh,
so
I have an act to peel with Mr. Coop. Mr. Coop, I was driving with you and your charming wife to the store. We got out. I'll be back. You went in the store, and I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and you left me there. I'm still
you
sitting on the
left him
parking lot.
hanging. You
I'm
left him
still on
hanging.
the parking lot. Huh? I have a big egg to peel, ostrich egg to peel with you. Huh?
You left him hanging.
Don't they say that saying in the US? I have an egg to peel with you.
You
Here we say, ik heb een eiken te pellen met u. And Satan was an angel. Satan is not the devil. Huh? You have Satan, Lucifer. Uh, there are, yeah, I knew the names of the other ones, but I'm not painting them yet. There are 7 fallen angels in some books and Catholic stuff, and 7 good angels, like Saint Michael. You have the one that fought the dragon, as so called, but the dragon was Lucifer. Now we go in strange ways, huh? Leave the wizard to the wizarding.
Yeah, Coop would say, start walking.
Yeah, it was more start limping.
He
I
was
want
in
to
the
do.
truck, so he would say, get in the back.
No, I was not holding my breath. I was lucky. I was waiting for chicken food, and I was hungry. But we had chickens when I was little. Goose also. Best watchdogs you can have are goose. Put that with your chickens, and nobody enters without you knowing it.
Yeah.
Immediately they make some. They use it sometimes here in Belgium to protect some. Instead of dogs, they let goose around. They cut the wings so they cannot fly off. And if
Yeah, we do our
somebody
chickens that
b-
way.
yeah breaks in, they hear it. A goose that is making, and if they bite, it's not really a bite. It's more like a shitty pinch. You feel it. It's pinching they do, but they have little razor beaks. So, and we had two, a gray one and a white one, and the white one was called Lady, and the gray one was called Lord. Lady and Lord. And if I went for a walk, they followed me like two dogs. They never went away.
Is your goose
And
cooked?
at, you know what? My mother, at some point, yeah, they're getting too old, chopped the head off, and we ate them. So, yes, they were cooked at one moment. So a lot of doves. I had to kill a lot of chickens also. And one time, it was the first time I had to cut off the chicken's head, and I didn't hold on to the paws enough, and then I let go, and the chicken ran away without head. Really, it ran until the gate, bunk against the gate, and then I got it again. If you're not, yeah, if you're not holding the wings, and we ate chicken also. It was not only for laying eggs. Geese, geese. Is that how you say it? Geese and not
Geese.
goose? And what is a goose?
It's geese, not goose.
What is goose? Goose is also a bird, no? A
Yes.
goose.
Yes, it's also a bird, yes.
Now I am confused.
But
Mr.
when you're talking about more than one, it's geese.
It was
But if
only
you're
two, and one was head was puffed, so it's one now. We're
yeah,
talking.
now it's a goose.
Captain. It's captain.
Uh,
Don't teach me English on here. My English is good enough to. I'm like an Indian that calling you, ma'am. You have a problem with your computer now. Give me your access. I will, and then your bank account is gone. I
So,
have that. They call us sometimes in Belgium here.
right. So is your guys' chocolate the same over there as it is here?
Apparently not. Ours is better. Belgium chocolate.
Belgium chocolate is better.
I think it's where they get the chocolate nuts from and how they mm, yeah work with them before it's made into chocolate. We have
Yeah.
great chocolatiers, they're called in Belgium. And
Uh-huh.
most Belgian chocolatiers go to other countries, big restaurants, they work in it, and they make amazing sculptures with chocolate.
Right.
Or a lot of people from other countries, great cooks, come to Belgium to learn how to work the chocolate and then leave again.
Uh-huh.
And they've mastered the Belgium chocolate stuff. If you can, there are some YouTubers that do that. They look for shops where they sell Belgium stuff in the US. There are some where you can get Belgium Fanta, Belgium chocolate, and on screen they take a US Fanta and a Belgium Fanta, and then they're gonna compare it, the color, the bottle, and then taste it. And if you
Oh.
hear it, even Belgian Fanta is always better because it's made from real oranges in there. Orange
Oh.
juice is in there.
Yeah, I knew orange juice was in chocolate.
But I love plural, Mr. Coop. I love more than one thing together.
So we were talking before we went live about
Yeah.
you drive on the right side. We
Yeah.
drive
You,
on the
you
left
saw the
side.
picture. Wait, pull up the picture again. Then you see it. Here we go. Is it still up? I don't have it up anymore, so I have to pull it up.
S- Are you got
Done.
the vehicle? Do you got the inside of a vehicle?
Uh, no, but you can see here. Here, wait. Is it here? Is it? Yes, this one. Okay. I have to click on it. Open up. Open up. I think I have too many pages open. I have to look into. Ah, here we go. Here we go. There we go. And now I can share that. Share it. Can you see it?
I'm opening it.
We drive on the right side of the road, and the oncoming, the traffic gonna go on the side where you don't see cars now.
Okay, so your passenger side is on the curb, correct?
Yeah,
Okay. So our passenger side is on the yellow line. I mean, on the white line, basically.
yeah. Basically, in the picture, if you look at it, where the grass is.
So that's your passenger side.
Yeah. No, no. That is where I am sitting if I'm driving on the
Okay, so
side of
we're
the
on the same
grass.
side.
Yeah, that was thinking. I told you, England has the other side.
Okay.
But also in their cars, their steering is on the other side of the car.
Your steering is on the other side?
The English cars
Oh,
in
okay.
England. If
Okay,
I
so you're
My
so you're
steering
on the
is
left
also,
side.
yeah, my steering is on this side of the car where the
So
grass.
you're on the left side,
Yeah,
not on the
wait,
right side.
here it is.
That's the left side.
I'm sitting in the car on the left side, but I drive on
That's
the right side of the road. Am I getting that right or confused? That is my right hand. I'm if you sit and you take your two hands now, put them in front of you. Your right hand, that's the side of the road I'm driving on. But I'm sitting on the left side
Right.
in the
So you
car.
okay.
And the passenger is sitting on the side that goes next to the curb.
Okay.
The bird was not agreeing with me. He was discussing with me. And now, if he doesn't watch out, I'm going to change him into a chicken. Chicken, oh, spiders. Okay, yes, yes. I will show you a spider in a moment. Give me a second. There we go. Oh, I put them away. You told me not to show them. I put them away. There we go. Mama Coop is a big one again. Now I'm the round one. Oh, I can change my picture, but I'm not going to change my picture now. I'm discussing driving. No, but it if you're gonna take a left turn, it's easy because you're sitting on that side. You can immediately see if there is somebody coming from the other side.
Okay, so you drive the same way we do. Okay.
So Mr. Coop is not a superior power. We drive on the same side. It's the English in England that are on the wrong side. And I think there are other countries in the world that do that also. I think it depends where the English won the war, colonize, how you say it, colonies, where they had colonies.
So you drive
Sometimes on the right side, but I sit on the left side in the car.
okay, so you drive on the right side of the road, but you sit on the left side. Okay.
Yeah. It's easier when I have to drive in England, I'm confused because it's the wrong side of the road. Plus, I'm sitting on the side of the curb suddenly instead of
Yeah, so
where I'm
you're
usually
driving
sitting.
backwards.
Yeah, I had some cars like I drove in some cars like that because I worked as a mechanic in my early years. When I just came from school, I studied for mechanic,
Right.
an auto mechanic. So and sometimes there came in English cars, and then you get in where you usually get in, and there was no steering wheel, and then it was oh yeah, damn, I'm wrong. Close door, go to the other side. But that is weird driving. That is yeah,
Right. Wow. Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Ask
so
away,
are,
ask away.
so are the courts and everything the same there? Are they as they are in the United States? I know the doctors are completely different than what they are in the United States because you have doctors that come to your house
Yeah,
that we don't have
that
here.
is a standard. You can make an appointment and go to the doctor, or if you're too ill to go to the doctor, you can make an appointment and he comes to your house.
Now, can you have a judge come to your house?
No, you can have somebody that comes get your furniture if you don't pay your bills, or
Oh,
a
that's
notary.
normal.
A notary. You can also ask a notary to come to your house if
Yeah,
at
we
the
can have
last moment you want to make a will or something like that. But the
yeah,
judge, the courthouse in Leuven is a very ancient one. It's like you enter a Roman building with marble stairs, but very ancient. It's from the and you have to think Leuven was a medieval town because you can still see in a part in Leuven, you can visit it, and the ring wall they said in the medieval time where the guards were on top of it, the knights, the archers. There is still a
right,
part of that wall intact. You can visit that. They didn't break that one down completely, but you have cathedrals, you have city hall is completely medieval. But in the Second World War, everything was flattened by the Germans by bombardments
right.
and everything is rebuilt like in that time. It took ages to say, years and years, but it's all rebuilt.
Hmm.
Of what do you want a picture? But no, wait, I'm gonna give me 1 second.
Timu Tug, check your messages. Where'd you go, Chris?
Okay, wizard is back. I had to wizard some stuff out of my potion cabinet. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, in here. And
Oh, he's getting
what
his
I'm
potions.
what I'm gonna show is maybe an idea for Wednesday. She works with a lot of resin pouring. No? Yes, huh? Look at
Woo!
that. The nice. It,
Spider.
it's a spider in a transparent resin cube. So it's caged. I have to do special formulas to send it to Georgie, and then. But it's you. I gave it to a school. It's a complete collection with insects I have like this, and smaller ones, and I gave them to school so the little children could look at them. If they in one of the first years in school they learn about insects, and then they could look at the insects up close. That's handy, I think.
Ah,
So and not to believe, it's a big spider. I look at my finger.
that is a huge spider.
Yeah, and the body the last part of the body is shrinked because of the resin, I think. Because
Yeah,
if you
that's what
pour
I'm
resin,
thinking.
it's gonna make heat while
Uh-huh.
it works its magic. And I think the back one, the balloon in the back is shrunken
Yeah, it
by doing
shrunk
that.
when the heat got
Yeah,
it.
because I had an uncle who worked in Brussels in the it's a museum where you can go to watch dino skeletons and insects and everything. And he was the guy that pinned the insects to the board with pins, the butterflies and everything. So
Oh,
I could
wow.
go behind the scenes of the museum and look at stuff that somebody else could not look at. That was not in the exhibition when you entered it. Let's say
Oh,
like that.
wow.
I have seen how is she called the first human? Allez, so uh, Lucy. She's called Lucy. Then it's not it's a first human like ape. If you look it up, Lucy,
Wow.
and I saw that before they put it in the exhibition. Before they put it in a glass container.
Right.
Yeah, it's the Lucy, and it traveled the world. It's for a few months in Belgium or a year, and then it goes to France, and eventually it goes all around the world. So
Right.
while we're talking, I'm gonna work because what time have we? How long did we go on a stream? Do you want to stream?
Oh, we'll stream till 8. So do you guys like
Okay,
got
wait. Tell me first how much time we have. When you tell me we're gonna
two?
stream till 8, you forget. I mean, I live in the future. You live in the past.
Okay, we'll stream 2 hours.
Yeah, there you go. Now I know that's gonna be 2 o'clock at night for me.
All right. So so do you guys have like Fords and Chevrolets and Dodges?
Ford, yes, very popular. Chevrolet is also a mark here, less known. We have more Toyota, BMW, Mercedes, Suzuki.
Ah,
Uh, uh,
motorcycles,
Also,
Harley
most of
Davidson.
yeah, yeah, but that is an uncommon one. The most one you see is more the sport bikes, like from Suzuki also, Honda and Suzuki, the bikes.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
If you go to Harley Davidson, that is what, yeah, there are groups that motorcycle clubs drive that. Sometimes a loner drive that. But I worked in a bikers bar,
Yeah.
so I saw a lot of them in the years. But they're not everyday sight in Belgium. Citroën, Fiat, yes. Also,
Taco
two
Bell.
more. Taco Bell. is not a Belgium thing. We have what is it called?
Pizza Hut?
Pizza Hut. That we have, but the Taco Bell, it could be in Brussels, in one of the more usual cities. You can have special things like American cafe, bar type thing for
They call that
tourists.
liquid diarrhea here. Taco Bell, liquid diarrhea.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Irish.
Harley Sportster in Japanese made.
Yeah, could be. I don't, since I had to stop with everything work related because I had a engine block fall on my back. That was the first tragedy
Ooh.
I had, and my nerves to my feet were damaged.
Mm.
And yeah, I'm a guy. If you do an experiment, I'm the first one to jump in, do it. And I experimented with some medicine for that, and it went wrong. So
Oh
the
God.
nerves on my feet are like do you say that in the US? My feet, it feels like my feet fell asleep. It's
Yeah, like
tingling.
pins and needles.
Yeah, I have that always. That
Oh
doesn't
God.
go away. It heals 1 millimeter a year, but it's from my knee downwards. So now it's 30 years ago. So you have to count from your knee 30 centimeters. Yeah. Put your hand up, your thumb and your middle finger. You spread them out, and that is about 10 centimeters. That size 3 times down. But I still have that. If I walk on something that, if my kid leaves a Lego block downstairs or something like that, it's like they put they nailed Jesus to the cross. They put a nail to my feet. And when I went in Spain, the beaches were all stones, little stones. I couldn't walk on it barefoot. No, no.
That's right, Georgie.
Yeah, the mid-engine conversion, something like that. No, the previous mechanic that worked on the car didn't do his bloody job, and the driver heard something strange, came back in, and the silo blocks, the rubber blocks where the engine are put on to take on the shakes, they were not. He had to change those, and they were not, and the engine peeled down. It not completely fell to the ground. It keep hanging. But I was standing there and I got the blow on my back from that engine. And yeah,
Ay, ay,
yeah,
ay.
I went to the clinic and they told me, man, you never gonna walk again. And
Oh,
I smoke a lot. And I didn't want to sit in a wheelchair, so I dragged myself every day to the place where from my room in the clinic to the place where you could smoke. I went back. I smoked 1 or 2 cigarettes. I went back to there, and after 6 months, I could walk again. And the professor, the doctor, we call it if it's a high learned doctor that knows everything, it's a professor here in Belgium. I don't know if they call that also in the US like that. Is she
yeah.
gone? Yeah. So the professor told me, look, smoking is bad, but smoking made you walk again. So I don't gonna
Made you walk. Made you gave
w-
you determination.
yeah, to walk again. And he told me,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say to you stop with smoking because yeah,
Put you on determination.
yeah. And the clinic where I go is a Catholic clinic. It's very they don't use I in the old time they didn't use unorthodox methods. So like laying there and thinking yoga like stuff, Buddhism stuff is not allowed.
Right.
So because if you can every day sit in the garden, if you're wind up or you're angry, go sit in your garden, breathe a bit, watch your how you breathe, talk to yourself, talk to God, talk to the chickens that run around, and you calm down. But I close my eyes and I imagine myself laying in a field of grass. There is wind, there is some trees, so I feel the wind, I hear the trees, and there is a river floating. And that's when I have too much pain, I go there. and I don't feel the pain anymore. And that's not allowed in the clinic. It's not one of their concepts because that's not Catholic to do. But the instructor I got who did the exercises with me told me, don't care about that. If it works for you, we're gonna do it.
Right. Well, that's exactly what happened to, when I had my staph infection. They said I just had the flu, go home, go home. And I
Yeah,
just overexerted myself. Come to find out, it was a staph infection. If I would have went to sleep that night, I would have died.
Jesus.
And when I went down to the urgent care, I they just took blood, and all it would have took was just a blood test. When Coop ran me down to the um, ER, he took me down there twice, and they he told them take blood on her. Oh no, she's just doing too much. Just she needs to relax. And he they took me down. He took me home, and I was doubled over in pain. And finally, I told him, I said, I can't do it no more. Finally, I took myself down to the walk-in clinic, uh, urgent care, whatever it was, and they finally took blood work, and they told me to go home. They, gave me suppositories and um, whatever because I was coming out both ends. And they said if something comes up on the blood work, they would let me know. I wasn't even in the front door, and they were calling my cell phone. Hey, we need you to get down to the hospital. You have kidney stones. Well, they can't tell me, you're fixing to die on the phone.
Yeah,
So I get down to the hospital, and they already had the gurney sitting there waiting on me. And they're like, we're taking you off for surgery right now. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, time out. What's going on? They're
yeah,
like, if you go to sleep, you're not waking up. And I'm like, time out. I got to call my husband. He's at
yeah,
work. And I called him, and he was like 20, 30 minutes away from me. And he's like, I'm on my way. Do not let them do anything with you till I get there. And he was like there in like 10 minutes.
oh yeah.
So,
Sometimes here in Belgium, the most all the clinics almost are Catholic based, but also their teaching clinics, their
mhm.
universities. Leuven is the biggest town, is a university town from the Middle Ages already. Every year they come, all the professors come out. They do how you call it? It's like a procession on the street. It's a big thing. They go to the church then, all the professors, and a big dean is elected. Uh, so the clinic, most what you go see is student doctors first. If you don't make an appointment to the real you can do that. Huh? I don't want to see a student. I want to see the real professor, but you pay more.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If you take the student, the professor still is gonna come. He
Oh,
has to talk to the professor with his what he got from you, and then the professor and him gonna come in to give you a solution. So, but it takes longer time sitting in that room.
oh, wow.
Me, I always go directly to the professor because I'm a special case. Apparently, I am
Right,
a miracle that I still am walking around. They didn't
right,
expect. They operated me like I would live 3 months, no longer. So they didn't do a beauty job on me.
right.
So yeah, but saying that, Leuven is one of the clinics that works a lot with other clinics all over the world. A lot of professors and doctors come to study here because here they invent a lot of new stuff. They invented the last thing they got was something to give if you breastfeed children. I read it in if I go there every month, it's another little book with articles, and
Uh
then
huh.
there is like how you call it, a corner. If somebody died and it's a murder or something, they have to cut the body open to see where is the bullet and this and that.
Uh huh.
No, in Belgium that's no more a thing. 3D. They scan everything 3D and they make a 3D room. It's something
Oh,
new, huh? And they gave it to Is it the FBI? The not the FBI. The FBI, or what you
The
do you
crime
have?
scene.
Yeah, it's one of the bigger American things. They got it now from Belgium. How to do that, and the
She has
materials
hot.
needed. Yeah, it's something completely new. What you see in films, it's you're gonna think, well, that's not real. Yeah, they made it. Belgium does a lot
Oh,
of that things.
wow.
I heard they're gonna do something about with beavers. I don't know what the beavers are, but somebody in the chat will know
Oh, wow. That'll
if
be
they're
interesting.
listening. Maybe but because chat is talking to chat, and I am not looking at it at all
No, they're
because
talking about spiders.
I know Georgie is afraid of spiders. That's why. And I promised her not to show any more spiders in Discord, and I don't. But I didn't say I wouldn't put them up on a live. So that's, like a little devil, you have to play around the rules you make, the promises you make.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I didn't work on anything while I was talking with you because it was so interesting. I forgot that I had paint in front of me to do stuff.
Oh, no,
Uh,
you're fine.
yeah, but I want to get those figures done because this one is for a competition. It's from a
Oh,
new game that's out, and
uh-huh.
they told us you make a miniature, it 3D printed. That is one of the main things you have to do, 3D print everything. But you can take pieces, like the head is from a model, the arms are from another model, the body is from another model. I downloaded a little sword because it takes place in World War I time mixed with medieval time, the time of the Templars,
Uh-huh.
Jerusalem stuff. So I did that. That's why there is a big cross on his back with some cables going to some speakers. The cables I made just from iron wire, and the
Oh,
cord
wow.
that holds the thing is just super glue with. If you want to glue something very hard that doesn't directly break, you take super glue and then you pour baking soda onto it, and
Right.
it's like concrete. That's concrete that hardens. You don't break it like easily.
Oh, nice.
That is a tip I can give everybody. Baking soda and super glue. You first put the super glue on, huh? And then you sprinkle the baking soda into it. And then you
Uh-huh.
can see, because it's going to be like sand, like concrete, the structure. And that I did here on the back a little bit. So it looks like a cord going that is attached. And he's going to preach, and he has a little box in behind the shield. And his
Oh,
preaching comes out of the speakers. You see, he's dressed like a medieval cardinal, but he has
yeah.
modern stuff on him. The second one I made is more an orthodox with an axe, but he has a gun on his side. So it's not completely medieval. They didn't have guns then. So I'm making two, and I don't the one that's gonna look the best. That one I'm gonna put in pictures for the competition.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, you almost died from a spider bite. Yeah, I got. I don't like spiders. Why? Uh, in the earlier years, we had a toilet outside, and I went to sit on it, and there was a spider underneath the toilet seat. And apparently, he crawled up and decided to bit me in one of my ass cheeks. And it was very painful. The bite. It was a bigger spider, and yeah, no, no. Rather give me a wasp bite or a bee sting, but the bite, no, no. The bite from a spider is not that amusing. No, but we have, like you
No, the
said,
brown Lacoste ones suck.
yeah. Don't. That is also something different. In Belgium, we don't have a lot of wild animals.
And the brown Lacoste
Al-
spiders. Oh, oh man, them are
Almost
bad.
none. We have no snakes. We have adder. Uh, it's snake-like, but you don't find them a lot anymore. And I think it has to do also with the weather here. The
Right.
last 10, 15 years, it doesn't. The winters are not so strong anymore. You have snow maybe for 1 week on a whole year, and sometimes it freezes a little bit, and that's it. And that means all the wasps, the bees, the takes. Do you know what a teak is?
Mm-hmm.
The bloodsuckers that can give
Yeah.
you a disease.
Yeah. Ticks.
They
Lyme
don't.
disease.
Yeah, no, yeah. I got that. That I was yeah that I went through also. My face was half. My nerves were half not following my face. I had a IV for it, and after a week it was gone. But it stays in your body for the rest of your life. The disease of
Ugh.
Lyme. De ziekte
Ugh.
van. Disease is ziekte in Dutch. Ziekten. Ziekte.
Ugh.
And don't gonna tell you how I got that, but I was doing something outside in a field with a girl.
Oh, we can imagine. Don't
You have to
worry.
try everything in your life. And in the next field, they were cutting the grain down with a big machine. So we were always looking up, looking down. Okay, we can go do some more stuff. And yeah, it was fun. And I came home and I had one on my leg and I pulled it out. No worries. And the week after that, I had to go to the clinic. My face wouldn't move. Half of my face wouldn't move anymore.
Oof.
It was like your lips, the half of your mouth, you didn't have control over it.
Oh, yuck. Taught you not to kiss and tell, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, Georgie. My mom got one in on her leg,
yeah. There was
and
someone push cuts here. Yeah,
yeah, that spider bite she got on her leg. She got a big old hole on her leg.
yeah. It's not fun. Yeah.
Sucked.
But I'm somebody that tries everything. I have done parachute jumping. I have been
Same here.
diving where I shouldn't. The North Sea is not a funny place to dive. It's not like in the Caribbean where you can see 10 meters further and see a shark arrive. It's loose sand. And with the currents between England and France, Belgium, and the Netherlands, the sand always moves. So you see like three hands before you. And we went down with the Belgium rescue team from the coast with the helicopter, and there was a bell with a chain
Oh
going down.
wow.
And they knew at the chain there was muscles growing on the chain. And the deal
Oh
was we're gonna pluck mussels to eat, but we don't gonna go too low. We don't go to the bottom. And we were plucking, and the man jokingly, yeah, come, 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 make the sign deeper, 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 thumbs down, deeper, deeper. And suddenly I felt my feet touch the bottom of the sea. And they were
ooh.
laughing after that because then you cannot go up that fast. You have to go in stages. Otherwise, your eardrums can pop and you can get
I want to do the
things happening.
tandem jump.
Ah, yes, that's the first jump I did before I
Yeah,
went
that's the
alone.
one I want to do.
Yeah.
I haven't
To
done that one. I've done bungee
no,
cord jumping. I've done
the
parasailing.
yeah, the first thing I did was go with it's little planes where 4 or 5 men are sitting behind the pilot. You have one passenger seat, and the visitor can sit there, and you have a parachute on, like in the movies from World War II, with a cable hooked,
Uh huh.
and if you fall out, the parachute will open automatically. But there is no door next to you. It's a plastic. And when they're gonna jump, they roll it up, they're gonna hang on the bar of the wing, and they jump. But nobody
Oh wow.
closes the plastic, it stays open. And the fucking pilot of the plane asked me, can you see them? And I was putting my head outside of the plane a little bit to see, and he put the complete plane on his side. So
And
I was
you
hanging
fell
there.
out.
No, no, I was hanging there. I had my security on, but Jesus Christ, but girl where I worked in the bakery, that was my girlfriend, her brother did that, parachute jumping every weekend. If the weather let it be, I went he went away. So I went with him. I did that first, and then he asked me, "Do you want to do? It's a little German reconnaissance plane. They rebuilt and they put a plastic cockpit on it, a big, so you can see everywhere. There's one pilot with a stick, an old plane with a stick, not a steering wheel, a stick sitting before you, and two passengers. And the parachutist had said to him, make Chris vomit. Do you can go extreme. So we're flying straight up, and he told me, "Look now," and he let loose of the stick, and he gave it a slap, and the plane went. Okay, I was lucky I had the paper back because everything came out. He did
Oh,
stunts I didn't like the loopings close to the ground. It felt like it was not so. It's further than you think. But at that moment, you think if I put my arm up, I'm gonna touch the ground. So close.
oh.
And then I came out as green as the Hulk from not from being angry, but from being sick. And everybody was laughing. And then they told me what he told the pilot to do, and I was there, bastards. And then they asked me, "Do you want to learn to jump?" I said, "Yes." And then I learned to jump with a mattress parachute, not the round ones, the one in the shape of a mattress. Here
Uh-huh.
they call it a mattress parachute, a matras, and
Yeah,
it was
that's
fun. I
oh
stopped
god, I
because I
want it.
saw the nephew of the brother I was with. We jumped. It was 4 or 5 man cruise, little planes, but they get paid to descend as fast as they can, land, take the next crew, go up, jump out, and that's the day. And they get paid by. And he's standing next to me, Martin. He gave me his pint of Stella. He told me, and it was almost full. He told me, "I'll be right back. It's my time to jump." So I had 2 pints in my hand. I saw him jump. His parachute didn't open well, and he must have panicked because at one of the buckles of your parachute, you have a little knife with a hook. It's like a razor
Uh-huh.
blade. You hook it. If it doesn't work, you cut the strings and you pull out your second parachute. And he forgot to cut the strings. He opened the second parachute, and both parachutes tangled in one, and he fell
Right.
dead in the forest. Bunk, and it was done. And since then, I still was holding his pint, and never jumped again. No, thank you.
Oh, wow.
I did maybe 50, I was on my 15th jump. I didn't jump that many times, 15 times. I did one jump from an air balloon. That was fun. But that is
Hmm.
with a parachute that opens directly, yeah?
Right. I wanna that's something I wanna do is ride on an hot air balloon. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, well, if we stream tomorrow, I have pictures of the air balloons coming over my garden.
Oh, that would be
I
cool.
will have to look a bit on my Facebook somewhere. They are uh, every summer. There is a point where they get up. They
Uh-huh.
travel over my garden, over the wildlife part after my garden, and there are open
Uh-huh.
spaces. That's in case he has to land in an emergency. They seek for open spaces when something happens,
Oh,
but
yeah?
they go a long ways. You see them going far, depending on the wind also.
Right. Yeah, that would be cool, though.
Yeah,
It I don't know,
it,
I've
it is.
always thought it would be cool just to just take off in a hot air balloon.
And near to me, there are two air bases, a little one that's more for sport planes and things like that. And they do gliders. You know, the
Yeah.
planes without an engine. They're pulled
Ye
by another plane, and that you can go and do as a passenger there too. You go with one of the flyers, they pull you up, they loosen the cable, and you fly on the wind. That I
right.
did one time in my life. I did that. And if you live nearby and you tell the pilot that and the wind is right, they fly over your house. So you can
Oh, now
take
that
pictures,
would be neat.
or there is still like you do it, but your husband and your children are at home. They know, oh, she's coming, and they can be waving at you.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be really cool.
A Wampus kitty cat. But what is a Wampus cat? I don't get
Yeah,
it. Is it a
I don't get
fluffy
that.
cat? I
I don't know
don't
what
dare
that is.
Google it because I think the person sending that is one of my apprentices in hell. So no. Oh shit! Oh, sorry. Sorry for cursing. I said
Nope.
my secret. Yeah, no,
You're
no. I'm an angel. I'm an angel. I'm kind. Nothing in hell to do. The gates are closed. But that is one part of my miniature thing also. When I was sick with cancer,
Uh-huh.
I started to paint a lot of like this one, demons.
Oh,
And this
yeah.
is this is the god Nurgle, Papa Nurgle. I was telling you about in the weekend. I was painting one of those demons. Is the god of disease and rot. And I was thinking, well, since I have cancer, that is the god I'm gonna paint the most models from.
Right.
And for me,
Right.
every model I paint, you can find it absurd, but is one man in my army that is fighting against my disease.
Correct.
For me, it represents time. It takes time to make something like that, and that's time that I had against the disease. So I'm winning. I'm still
Correct.
winning.
You are.
So, and it takes you to places in your fantasy. It's a fantasy world. Huh? You go to your fantasy stuff, not your stuff you dream about. But
Right. Probably all maxed out with the being him and Mama's first stream now. Have
yeah,
to.
my
This is our
results.
second stream.
Yeah, and I streamed before. We derailed Mama before once.
We did one last night, Paul.
Yeah, you weren't there, I think. But I have a lot of medication in me. Yes. Am I nervous? No. I'm used to it now already. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. But the 28th, on the 28th, I get my results from the tumors.
Is so the
See,
28th is this is going to tell us that you are cancer free, or is this going to
no,
tell
no.
us that
What they gonna do? How it's going with the chemo? The experimental chemo? What it did? Is it working? Is it not working? Did they see? They saw already a difference. That's why they put a second portion of chemo up to my ass, so to say.
mm-hmm, right,
And more. The first time it was 250 milliliters,
right,
and, and the second time it was almost a full liter. I
right,
was that week I was very sick, feeling very my stomach. It was like dying. Yeah, you
right.
feel like, huh, it can be over every moment, and I am still losing some hair here and there, falling out. A lot of more hair falling out this time.
Oh,
But
really?
the first time, my first chemo I ever got was also experimental, and it was to make sure. You see, Leuven experiment. It was to make sure the radiation burned better, and it worked. And I lost no hair from that one. I was very sick when I got it for two
Right.
days every week, but this one, it was a complete week of I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Keep busy, Chris. Do something, Chris, because I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep. The first time I slept now was this night, past night. I
Right.
went to bed. For me, it was 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and I slept
Oh,
until just before they came get me for till one. I slept 6 hours in one row this time, but I was gone like a block of concrete. You couldn't wake me up. My kids told me, "Daddy, you snored. You were in a deep, deep, deep sleep. I didn't wake up for nothing." But
really?
that is because the 2 nights before I didn't sleep. It was three
Right.
days 3 days ago that the last time I slept. I kept up and up like yesterday evening. We were talking. I was already not asleep
Hi,
for
Tim.
2 nights. So, hey Tim, how you doing? Now I have to scream back up. Be right back. Oh, that's right. Sorry. Uh, Georgie burped. She did. We see it. Yeah, I saw sparkles coming out somewhere.
Ah, that's what they said.
So, and why would I make Paul blue? Yeah, they're joking always with me because the first time I didn't know what it was to have a blue waffle, so to say,
Blue
until I looked
waffles.
a blue waffle, a blue
Uh huh.
kitty. How do I say it in nice language that Mama under help me, Chet? How do I say what you mean with a blue waffle without
Blue
disturbing
waffles.
Mama? You have to think more like the devil is
Oh,
speaking
thank
to you.
you.
It's on your body somewhere, a waffle.
Waffle.
Yeah. Think with a woman, two waffles put together, and it's blue inside. It's not good. Go genitalians. Now, there we go. I found a nice word to
Hello,
say it.
Mary.
And I looked it up online, and everybody was laughing with me. I vomited almost. Oh, no, thank you. And it was Zo. Zo got me there. And Georgie. I learned stuff that the devil doesn't need to learn. The devil knows that, but you don't have to put it before my eyes. So yeah, it's oh yes, Tim. It's his birthday. I already
You bashed Yoda.
congratulated him on the Discord. But Tim, happy birthday, man. Really. I know you're
Happy
getting older.
birthday, Tim.
If you need crutches or something,
A walker?
a walker, yeah, a little walker like that. My mama used one. I still have it here for the moments I gonna need it because yeah, you never know.
A walker. He's not that old yet.
Anniversary or birthday is too old for birthdays. Yeah, but you're never gonna. Who invented that? A birthday that you.
Erica hugs.
Hey,
He
Erika,
says,
Eric's back.
get it right. An anniversary of birth. I'm too old for birthdays.
Ah, yes, of birth. Okay, yeah. Well, I don't know how many kids you have. Maybe there's another one coming. Somebody gonna birth somebody. Yeah, you know what I mean. Don't joke. Don't make me go there. So oh, it's almost dry, and you see, I put the paint on, and you see the veins in the wood immediately. The shadows in the wood, and that's
Indian tacos. Ooh, yum. I
one coat
want
of paint.
some.
Yeah, I would love to try some food you can only get in the USA because we talk Belgian food, but you have food we don't have
Exactly.
because of the cultural mixture you had there. Like the Irish came there, the Chinese came there, all over the
Yeah.
world. Yeah, make your dreams come true. Go to the US. There you can do anything you dream of. The land of promises.
Yes.
That was
Well,
in the
no,
old days. I don't
no,
know if
you
that still is true,
love
but
you too. I, you know, I don't know. It seems like you guys have land of the promises. I mean, come on, you got doctors that come to your house. I don't have to change my clothes now.
yeah.
I can
But there is a
just call and have a doctor come to my house.
yeah, and if you don't uh, like the now the post that comes in your mailbox,
A what?
it the post, if you get letters or boxes
Oh yeah, the
for,
post office comes to my mailbox.
yeah, yeah. But if you can will want to post something, you just make a call, and one of the post office members come to your house, pick it up for you. If you don't can do it yourself,
Yeah, but the post office does that for you. Do they don't do that for me?
no,
No. So, see, you guys have got it so made.
it's and like the health insurance we pay every month, $10, $15, something like that. I no, I pay $26 every 3 months for
See?
me and my children,
See, that's a lot cheaper than what I'm paying. I'm
and you
paying
get
six
everything,
I pay
everything. My dental,
$69 just for myself, and I
yeah,
don't make enough money to put Coop on my insurance.
and that's covering dental. That's operation. Now you can have a second, higher insurance. Then more costs of the clinic are covered. You receive more back if you have to
Hello,
pay
April.
if you have to pay $100, and if you don't have that special insurance but only the normal one, you're gonna get back 50% or 57%, and 25 you have to pay for yourself. With the special insurance, that pays the 25% also. You have almost nothing to pay.
Oh, wow.
But you pay more a month for the
Huh.
insurance, and they're obligated. You have to have one. You cannot go with every Belgian citizen has to has health insurance.
Right.
That's the law. That's a law.
Hmm.
So yeah,
That's interesting. Oh, you
and you
guys
get,
have to carry health insurance.
yeah, we have to,
Aha. Yeah.
but it doesn't cost that much, and everything is covered. Glasses. Uh, if you go to you need a new glasses for your, how you call it, yeah, your glasses on your face. That's covered. Even sometimes when my kid in the vacation, my kids go to special uh, vacation camps. The insurance arranges that. You can go under your sick insurance, health insurance, and let your kids do that also. It covers a lot, really a lot.
Right. Yeah, see, I pay him and I've got the dental and we've got the vision together. But the medical, my job wants 100 and no, it's $249 a week for him to be added.
A
And that
week,
is, yes,
a
that's
week. Jesus,
expensive.
sent him to Belgium. Dental and glasses, eye doctors, everything is covered under one insurance, and it's not
No,
that.
it's separate here. I can
Yeah,
pay
no,
the vision and the dental, which is like the vision is like, I don't know, it's like $23 a week, and then the dental is like $6 a week, but the medical is like off the chain.
but a week, you count a week. That never came into my mind. A week, we pay
Yeah.
every 3 months, and it's
Oh no.
like twenty
I pay
six dollars.
just for myself is $69 and some change just for myself a week.
Now I get more because I'm considered how you call it, invalid. Yeah,
Well,
uh,
you're on the high grade now.
yeah. So I pay once a year €50, but then I get more things done. I get more money from the state also, things like that. Because I'm on health insurance, I don't go to work. I
Right.
don't know the English name for that, the American name for that in English. How you call that? Invalidity, invalid.
Right.
And I give my monthly money from that, and that's about $2,000.
Oh, wow. So
But you have,
basic.
yeah, yeah, but you have to think my rent is $1,100 alone. Huh?
Oh,
So
your
more or
rent?
less, yeah, yeah, more or less half the money is gone already. Yeah, and then you have
Oh,
to
wow.
pay electricity a month, $130 or $160, and the same thing for internet and cell phones. I
Whew.
don't have television. If I take a television to watch the news and everything, I have to pay 50 or 60 euros a month more.
Oh,
So no,
God.
yeah, no, thank you.
You can catch that. You can catch that on the internet.
I pay 517 a month for me and baby Zo. Jesus Christ, no, no. In Belgium, that's not true. That and
That's just on
that's what we
insurance.
see. We know that in Belgium, that America health stuff is not like it should. Why don't you take our what we do
Thank you,
and
Biden
take it over in
and
Belgium,
Obama.
in America? Take that program over. Everybody, that's why everybody has to have an health insurance, is because everybody has to pay, and with that money they pay out the doctor's fees and everything. They put it in one big pot, all the health insurances, and that's what they use to pay out if something happens to you. Not everybody is sick. There are people that never are sick but have health insurance and paid their whole life. So that money goes also in the pot if you are sick.
Right.
That is the system they use. But Belgium is not so large. It's even smaller as most of your states.
Right.
America, we see it as America, but you have states like we have provinces in Belgium. You have different provinces in Belgium. I think I don't know. In school, you have to learn them by heart. I know Limburg. I know the province of Antwerp, of Brabant. I'm in Flemish Brabant. You have French side of Brabant is the other side of Brussels. That's why Brussels is divided in two. Flanders East and Flanders West at the seaside, and then you have like Liège, and there are different. Luxembourg is one of the things, but then next to the province of Luxembourg is the country of Luxembourg. Go figure that one out. And that is like states, but it's birthday spanking. Okay, I will. There you go. It was not hard enough. I will redo it somewhere else. I need a pork behind to make the right sound effects. No, but like I said, we see America as we see it in the movies sometimes also. If you don't go on YouTube and you see new stuff, and then the things you see are also, I think for you it's not every day, but we it happens because it's so big. It happens so often in the whole of America, but not in one state sometimes. But we see America as one thing, and we see, oh, now there is a robbery there. Oh, now there is a shooting there. But it can be in different states for you. But for us,
Right.
we look at one thing. It's America. Something is always happening there. Plus, with the long gun laws you have, in some states everybody can have a gun. There's a lot of more shooting than in Belgium. Huh? Shootings in Belgium are almost non-existent. You can have
Really?
guns. You can have guns to go to a, if you're a gun enthusiast, to go to a shooting range. Or you can have guns if you're a hunter and you go hunt. But you can not carry them on street, huh? If you even not side carry them, there is no
Are you
permit to do that.
So you can't carry a gun for self protection.
No, you don't need it in Belgium. No. Most people that attack you, it will be a knife or a club or something, like in the medieval times, or hand to hand.
Ah,
But that's why there are almost no gun, and that is why we have difficulties when there is a robbery with guns. Only the police can interact, and sometimes security guards have permission to have a gun, but that is only for money transports.
uh huh.
There will not be a security guard with a gun in a bank. You enter a bank, there is no security guard there. Don't need it.
Right,
But now almost every no banks have vaults anymore. Everything is done electronically through the computer.
right.
So you have vaults in the more bigger cities. If you need a lot of cash, you have to ask it days before time because they have to transport the money then to the bank where you're gonna get it. If you ask for $100,000, they don't gonna give you it on the same day. You have to go email the bank before. By that date, I need that amount of cash, and then you will get it.
Ah,
But no guns are carried. We don't have laws that allow you to carry guns. It's not like our Second Amendment. There are no amendments. Yeah, there are amendments in Belgium, and more than in. I think we have 28 amendments, something like that.
uh huh.
Maybe a bit more. Uh, how many do you have in the US? The official ones. Is it 12, 13 amendments? I don't remember.
Ah, I think there's 10 amendments.
10. And when
No, there's
God,
10 commandments. Let me see how
yeah,
many
10
there are amendments.
commandments that I know, but you can reduce those commandments a lot. Huh?
How many amendments? How many amendments?
The official ones, huh? The first ones. Huh? I think it was 13 or something like that.
How many U.S. amendments?
Because
Tw-
they forgot a lot of things. Huh? If you ask
10
10, there you go. And if you ask an American, most of the time, where did they come from? Well,
amendments.
they're God given amendments. No, God didn't give them to you. They're made up by humans. Like what was forgotten in the amendments was slavery. They had to amend the amendments because slavery was in there. Now you have 27, yeah?
Well, there are 17 amendments. Sorry. There's 17
17.
amendments, and the first 10 are the basic
Yeah.
knowing the Bill of
And that
Rights.
in the Bill of Rights, there was no thing for slavery at first. They had to put that in later on. They forgot about slavery.
Oh, Zoe's right. There's 27.
And like in the World War II, the Japanese born in America had no rights also. They were taking away the Japanese families were put in camps, and their rights, no judgment, no nothing, go to the camps because their family was from Japan in that time. I studied a lot of things in history, in I know a lot of things about, not all the things, but a lot of small things about a lot of things. I will say it like that. It's an interest I have. I like to watch court cases. I saw a lot of family drama cases in on YouTube. But if we're gonna talk the 10 Commandments from God, that's another story, yeah.
Right.
Because the first three, you shall not use my name in. You should not
In vain.
adore, yeah, uh, images. Other, and what is the third one? Uh, but they were made for people in the old ages to discourage them, to make fear of them. It's if you're living in a modern time, no, throw those out. You're already rid of 3 amendments, 7 left. You should not steal,
Right. Shall
and you
not
shall.
covet your neighbor's wife.
Yeah, wait. The other one, I'm gonna mix them up. You shall not lie.
Uh huh.
Dishonesty. Mix those two together, and you shall always be honest in your life. Then there's one gone. You have six left.
Should not covet your neighbor's wife.
Yeah, that's stupid, huh? Why should I not cover? What will I think about when I'm waxing my carrot?
Hmm.
Huh? No, throw that one out. But be always honest to your wife. That's one you should keep. And the main one, not killing somebody. How many deaths are made in the name of God or religion? Look at the Twin Towers. Look at the crucifying of the Hebrews. Where was it? Somewhere during the Crusades. The burning of witches. All those things. So I think killing is optional, depending on in which big man you believe and what you're doing. There's
Shall
always going
not
to be
commit
killing.
murder. Yep.
That's never going to go away. Humans will kill humans. We do it with animals, we do it with ourselves. We cannot. I would love the world to be the world, not countries, not Belgium, not France, not the American states. Throw those out. One
Right.
ruler to rule the old, and with one board of humans from every religion, from every part of the world, and you will, and like I told you, health insurance. Do that over the entire world. And
Right.
those that not can pay it, really not can pay it, the others will help. Sometimes medieval things have to come back in play, I think. Like you steal, if I would be the ruler of the world, you steal, I cut off your hand. Simple as that. Yeah, you will stealing will go down. You rape a woman, that's yeah, you're gonna get hanged or something like that. You touch a child, it's the same thing. I crucify you upside down. Yeah, it's how do you feeding food for thoughts if you think about it. I discussed that with somebody one day, and he told me, "Yeah, but then you have to throw out all the religions. Then it will work." No, you cannot ask that of people. If they have a belief, they have a belief. I
Oh,
talk to
wow.
I talk to the big man. Graven images. Come on, that's for the old time, eh? Throw that one out. The murder we
Mm-hmm.
discussed, the covening of the wife. I told you my opinion about that, so
Oh,
throw that
yeah.
out too. Coven other man's stuff. Covening other man's stuff makes jobs. Well, Mama Coop has a dildo that makes the sound of a clarinet. I want a dildo that made the sound of a clarinet. So somebody has to build one for me. It gives jobs. Simple as that. Hyper sniper. No, but I love talking about differences between what you have and what we have. So the next stream, it's going to be the other way around. You have to tell me a little bit what you have, what we don't have. Research it. We will talk about it. You can ask me questions. Do you have that? Do you have this? And we can see when I'm going to say, wow. Because now, at the moment, I cannot come to every idea. But I think we almost going to hit the end of the stream for
Yep.
tonight.
For tonight, yes.
So
Yes, we
for
are.
the last thing I'm going to say is happy birthday again to Tim.
Happy
I want
birthday,
to thank
Tim.
everybody in the chat. It was cool. I almost know everybody in the chat. And I think if we do it longer and longer, other people will walk in, listen to what the wizard and the coop lady has to say.
Yes, we will gain our audience.
Taste that. We will come there. And if there is a day that Mama doesn't can, she can put up the aquarium, the goldfishes, and I will talk to the goldfishes.
Oh, no, I'll be here. I'll have my computer, so I'll be able to, I might not be able to set it up tomorrow. I get my computer tomorrow, but I start orientation tomorrow of a class of 10, so I might
Yeah.
not be able to set it up tomorrow, so it'll probably be set up on Wednesday, so
But you have a
unless
nice husband that opens the door for you. Maybe
I
he
do.
can do your computer also. If you ask him nicely, maybe show
I
him a leg or something and tell Mr. Coop, if you do everything for me, in a few days you can look at the leg more.
Yes.
Something like that. You see?
Yeah.
I wish everybody a good night. Mama, I wish you a good afternoon there.
I
Or what
will.
is it afternoon or
No,
evening?
it's night.
It's
It's
night
night,
night.
night.
Oh,
Night.
okay. That's
Alright,
good.
guys. You
Bye.
guys have a great day. A good night. A good night. Good night. And I'll see everybody tomorrow. You guys have been fantastic. And I'll see everybody tomorrow night. I love each and every one of you. Good
Me
night.
too. I love you too. And I'm sitting on her shoulder, whispering in her ear. Like the nice little devil I am, I will whisper. The leg. Show Mr. Coop the leg. Good night.
Good night, guys.